Welcome to our deep dive into Mia's Disappearance by Nicolaus Ioano.
Ah, great choice.
It's the first in a fantasy trilogy.
Okay.
Have you read it?
I have, yeah. It's quite a captivating story.
It is. I love how this whole mystery unfolds.
Mhm.
The setting is so important in this book.
Yeah, and so well done, I think.
I agree.
This village of Seabridge, it's just so idyllic and remote, like a perfect escape.
And he makes it feel so real.
Right, like you can practically smell the salty air and hear the waves crashing on the shore.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Cobblestone streets, colorful houses, and that sense of time moving just a little bit slower.
It's the kind of place you just want to get lost in.
Absolutely. But that's kind of ironic, right?
How so?
Well, because at the heart of this idyllic setting, there's
Yeah.
a group of friends who get caught up in a very real mystery.
Right. Ethan, Jake, Oliver, Sophie, Lily, and of course, Mia.
They're inseparable, always exploring.
As
Until
Mia vanishes.
it happens so suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
1 minute, she's setting out to take food to her grandfather.
A seemingly ordinary task.
Exactly. And the next, she's gone.
No note, no warning, no trace.
It's that contrast, I think, that makes it so unsettling.
Definitely. The idyllic setting suddenly feels much more sinister.
And the way Iono builds the suspense is masterful.
Yes. He slowly ratchets up the tension as Mia's friends start to realize something's wrong.
It's like when they reach her grandfather's hut and it's eerily silent.
It's like the calm before the storm.
Then the adults in the village get involved. There's this sense of a community coming together in the face of a crisis.
But the kids, they feel this urgency to find Mia themselves.
And that leads them to a very intriguing discovery.
The grandfather's notebook, right?
It's more than just a notebook, though. It's like a window into his secret world.
Full of sketches, maps, and these strange symbols.
The one that really stood out to me was the waves intertwined with stars.
It appears throughout the book.
It feels so symbolic, but it's not immediately clear what it means.
And then there's that chilling line. The treasure of the sea belongs to no one.
It sends shivers down your spine. What kind of treasure are we talking about here?
I know, right? Definitely makes you curious.
So the friends, desperate for answers, they turn to the village elders.
Which is interesting because the elders are like living embodiments of Seabridge's history.
Mr. Blake, the old sailor, he's particularly intriguing.
Oh, he is. Living in a house crammed with nautical charts.
As if he's trying to map the secrets of the sea itself.
He's full of cryptic warnings, too.
Right, like some secrets are best left buried.
It's almost as if he knows more than he's letting on.
And then there's Mrs. Green.
Such a contrast to Mr. Blake.
But just as fascinating.
Oh, absolutely. Her house is like a living museum filled with plants and rocks and strange artifacts.
You get the sense that she's deeply connected to nature.
She's the one who confirms that the symbols in the grandfather's notebook might point to a hidden treasure.
But she also gives a warning, doesn't she?
Curiosity can lead you down dark alleys.
It adds another layer to the mystery. Is this treasure something to be feared?
Right. It's no longer just about finding Mia. It's about understanding what she may have stumbled upon.
And the stakes keep getting higher.
Following a map from the grandfather's notebook, the children find their way to a secluded cave along the coast.
But the journey to get there is an adventure in itself.
Ioano doesn't make it easy for them.
They have to scramble over rocks, push through dense vegetation.
There's a real sense of danger.
And when they finally reach the cave, they find something that throws them completely off course.
Mia's locket.
What's it doing there?
Why would she leave something so personal behind?
The mystery just keeps deepening.
And to add to the intrigue, carved into the wall of the cave is that same symbol of waves intertwined with stars.
It connects the cave directly to the grandfather's notebook.
It's like a breadcrumb trail, leading them deeper into this web of secrets.
And just when they think they might be at a dead end, they remember the abandoned houses on the outskirts of the village.
Dilapidated structures, filled with remnants of the past.
They have this eerie, almost haunted vibe.
In the basement of one of the houses, they discover an old cupboard locked.
But Sophie remembers seeing a similar key back in the cave.
So back to the cave they go.
It's like they're being pulled back to this place.
And it's there, in the cave, that they make another incredible discovery.
The water glows. Bioluminescence.
Ioano really knows how to blend the ordinary with the extraordinary.
It's a scene that's both beautiful and unsettling.
But their awe is short-lived.
They hear a strange noise.
Someone or something is down there with them.
It's a total cliffhanger,
They grab an old box and run.
leaving us desperate to know what happens next.
It's a real turning point, isn't it, fleeing the cave like that?
Oh, absolutely. And with that mysterious box in tow, what's in it? Why were they so quick to grab it?
Well, you've got to wonder, right? Do they risk going back to the cave after that terrifying experience?
I mean, I'd be hesitant. Bioluminescence or not, something's lurking down there.
But their concern for Mia outweighs their fear.
And that pull of the unknown, that curiosity.
Exactly. They have to go back.
And they choose to go back at night. That's interesting.
Right. Under the cover of darkness, guided by the moon.
Adds a whole other layer of mystique, doesn't it?
It does. The atmosphere in the cave is completely different this time.
Oh, how so?
Well, imagine this. The cave is bathed in this ethereal, almost otherworldly glow from the bioluminescent water.
Wow, it was like something out of a dream.
It is. Each wave that crashes against the rocks ignites in a spectacle of light this magical dance of nature.
And Mia, is she there amidst all this wonder?
She is. It turns out she's been in the cave the whole time, using her grandfather's notebook to find a hidden shelter.
So she wasn't kidnapped or lost.
No, she was following her grandfather's instructions.
But why? Why all the secrecy?
That's where the real heart of the story lies.
What do you mean?
Mia reveals that her grandfather's greatest wish was to protect the cave.
Protected from what?
From those who might exploit it. For him, the true treasure wasn't gold or jewels, but the bioluminescent phenomenon itself.
The treasure of the sea belongs to no one. It all makes sense now.
It does. And Mia, entrusted with this secret, felt compelled to safeguard the cave's magic.
So the treasure wasn't something to be feared, but something to be protected. It really challenges our perception of what's truly valuable.
It does. And it makes you wonder what would happen if the secret got out.
But what about that box they found? What's the significance of that?
Ah, yes. The box?
It's not full of gold or anything like that, is it?
No, but it contains something even more precious. The grandfather's writings.
Writings.
Letters, sketches, observations about the cave's ecosystem.
So the box represents a different kind of wealth.
Exactly. A legacy of knowledge and a deep love for the natural world.
Okay, I'm starting to see the bigger picture here. The grandfather wanted to protect the cave, and he passed that responsibility on to Mia.
And now that responsibility falls to her friends as well.
But how? They're just kids. How can they possibly protect this incredible secret?
It's a daunting task. They can't exactly put up a keep out sign or hire guards.
So what do?
They make a pact to become the guardians of the cave.
That's quite a commitment.
It is. They understand the importance of keeping the bioluminescence hidden from those who might exploit it, but they also want to share its beauty with those who will appreciate and respect it.
It's a delicate balance.
Exactly. Finding that balance is their challenge moving forward.
It sounds like the end of the book is just the beginning of their journey.
It is. The story ends with a sense of hope. The children return to the village, bound by this shared secret and their commitment to protecting the cave.
So, in a way, they find a treasure of their own, right? The treasure of friendship, responsibility, and a deeper understanding of the natural world.
I like that. It's not about material wealth, but something far more meaningful.
This deep dive has been really thought-provoking. I'm curious, what makes Ioano's writing style so effective, in your opinion? He has this way of transporting you right into the story.
It's the details, I think. You can practically feel the cool dampness of the cave on your skin, smell that salty air.
And hear the waves crashing against the shore.
Exactly.
And the bioluminescence, oh my gosh.
I know, right?
The way he describes it, it's like you're seeing it with your own eyes.
Like this ethereal, otherworldly glow.
It's just magical.
Yeah, and you can almost feel that sense of awe and wonder that the children must be experiencing.
Definitely. But there's also a sense of unease, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like they're not quite sure what they've stumbled upon.
Especially with that strange noise they heard before they fled.
Talk about a cliffhanger.
Right?
It's like he knows exactly how to keep you on the edge of your seat.
Iomon is really good at pacing the story.
He gives you just enough information to keep you hooked.
And then, bam, another twist.
But it's not all action and suspense.
No.
There are also these moments of quiet reflection.
Like when the children are grappling with the weight of their discovery.
With their responsibility to protect the cave.
Those moments add a lot of depth to the story.
They make you think about the bigger picture.
Right.
And the characters. They feel so real.
I was just going to say.
They're not perfect heroes.
No, they're just kids.
They make mistakes, they have doubts, they get scared.
But their friendship is what gets them through it.
Exactly. It's their anchor.
That bond between them is so strong.
You can tell they would do anything for each other.
It reminds you of the power of true friendship.
That even in the face of danger and uncertainty, true friends will always have your back.
It's a powerful message.
And one that resonates throughout the entire book.
It does. Mia's disappearance isn't just about a missing girl. It's about so much more than that.
What do you mean?
It's about the treasures we often overlook.
The treasures that aren't material possessions.
Right. The beauty of nature.
The bonds of friendship.
And the legacy we choose to leave behind.
It's a powerful reminder that true wealth isn't measured in money or possessions.
No, it's something far more valuable.
And it's something that each of us has the power to create and protect.
It is.
I think that's a great note to end on.
I agree. It's a message that stays with you.
Well, this has been a fantastic deep dive into Mia's disappearance.
It has. Such a thought-provoking book.
If you're looking for a story that will transport you, challenge you, and remind you of the true treasures in life,
then this is the book for you.
thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time for another deep dive.